Welcome to the VHF UHF channel, and wanted to answer a question because some of you, of course, have these GMRS, FRS radios, and one of the questions I've seen regularly on these groups, and it's the fact that they kind of find it a little, they a lot of the questions have to do with the distance that you make with these radios. And I see a lot of people saying, well, these radios are crappy. They're actually amazingly good for what they are, first of all. Not all models are equal, so there are better models out there than others. Looking at what people say and how they, in the distance that they use, one of the biggest mistakes, and this is marketing, the biggest problems with these radios is often the package just says, oh, these are good for 40 kilometers. And it's a mistake to tag or kind of give a number like that. It doesn't mean anything. And, you'll have one package say, oh, this is 16 kilometer, that one's 25 kilometer or 24 kilometers, these are 32 kilometers. It's nonsense, okay? First of all, you will not make that distance on any of these radios pretty much. I always joke about, oh, well, that they made that test when the wind was blowing from the northwest at 3 kilometers per second over a lake. Because, when we use these, we use them in areas where there's obstacles. You use it in a city, well, there's houses everywhere. You use them, camping or whatever, hiking. Well, there's trees everywhere. It's not the perfect environment. You're not going to make that distance. And, of course, the higher you are, the more distance you will make. But it's a false publicity. And I would wish that they would change the way that they actually talk about it. But they do give a nice distance. If you compare these to the good old CB walkie-talkies we would buy 30 years ago, these definitely do make a lot more distance in general because they are better fine-tuned and the frequency they use are kind of clearer. They're FM. But like I said, the distance varies depending on the model. Some are not, they're not all the same, and they don't have all the same power output also. And depending on where you are located. But just remember that these little talkies, they will not make the distance on the package. I think some people are, the fact that you don't have a lot of knowledge about radio is often a problem. People will use them in a city and say, hey, I barely make 2 kilometers. And they say 30 kilometers on the package. Yeah, because 30 kilometers is, there's no obstacles between you and the other guy, and sometimes there may be higher and so on. If you are across a lake with no obstacles and you have 10 kilometers between both of you, chances are it's going to work. But in a city, there's houses, there's all sorts of obstacles that attenuate the signals, so it's not the same. And of course, we don't all have the same way of using them. In the United States, these actually have a very different power output. There's regulations for license to use them. In Canada, these are license free. It's different, but they also have lower power outputs. So choose carefully. Choose the ones carefully. For example, here in this picture, you have Cobra, and I have on the right side the little Cobra, which is one that I think I won a pair of these in a contest. And the left side is one that I purchased. And it's obvious that the one on the left side is better. When I use them, the one on the left side has more range. They both have the same power, but the antenna is a little longer and it's probably better designed. So that's something to talk about, to think about. Choose correctly, choose the good models. If you're not sure, use Google, go on the internet, look at people that bought that model. What do they think? You'll see that some are much better than others. And don't don't look at the box saying 30 kilometers, 40 kilometers, or whatever. You're not going to make that, and it's kind of false publicity, basically. In the next video, we're going to talk about a different aspect, which is a question that a lot of you have been asking also, and it has to do with security. Are these really private when you talk? You'll see that they're not. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.